My name's Allison Campbell. I'm currently the chair of the Converse Heights Neighborhood Association. We appreciate this opportunity to honor the memory of Newt Hardie with the dedication of this new bench. We thought the bench and the location were a perfect way to honor Newt, who made our city more beautiful and educated us all on native and invasive, very much so invasive plants around us. We appreciate the city for ordering the bench for us and installing it in time for us to do this, and those city representatives who are able to be here with us today. And also thank those of you who worked with Newt and continue to dedicate your time to his vision. We all appreciate it. And also, there are coffee and donuts at the back. Please do not leave without getting some. And I will let Wesley Hammond, who wears lots and lots of hats with our neighborhood association, speak a little bit more about Newt and his work.
Thank you, Allison, and thanks everybody for being out here. When I was getting ready for this, I told my wife, said this is going to be a pretty nice crowd. There's going to be some council people here, some city people. I said, maybe I should wear a coat and tie. She said, no, wear that vest that Newt gave me. Thought that was appropriate. When I think about what Newt has meant to Spartanburg and to Converse Heights and to me personally, I think of him as a patient coach, a tireless encourager, a wise teacher, a man completely unselfish with his time and his resources, and the most relentless communicator I've ever met. If you showed any interest in saving trees, removing ivy, or digging up kudzu, you'd get several emails, a phone call or two, an invitation to meet at Panero's or Bojangles for coffee. That was just for starters. Then it was, when can we meet again? Who can you bring? Let's have a neighborhood trees party at Chuck's house or Ruth's house. And once involved, you would find your photo in your email, captioned maybe with something like, men are supposed to have dominion, but the kudzu is taking over. Or if trees could talk, they would say, thank you very, very much. Or if anyone was standing nearby and you were with Newt, he'd say, if you're not involved, let's talk. On any volunteer work day, Newt would show up with vests and tools and pamphlets and his camera. In Converse Heights, Newt gave us the guidance and encouragement to tackle the 16-acre natural area we call the Ravine. With Chuck White and Everett Powers and a host of others, sponsored by the Converse Heights Neighborhood Association, we're restoring this overgrown disaster into a healthy natural Piedmont forest. Newt gave you permission to do the right thing for trees. He knew the difference that small things could make in the landscape and the small things the difference could make in people. I like to say that Newt didn't just make better neighborhoods, he made better neighbors. Ed Memmott, our former city manager, once told a group of us that Spartanburg punches above its weight because of its philanthropists. I thought that was a very smart statement. I thought about it a lot. Spartanburg is a better place because of our great, generous philanthropists. Like Mr. Roger Miller, John C. Bassett, Bill Barnett, Chapman Gibbs, Jerry Richardson, Hans Balmer, and many others. Their names are on schools, cultural centers, stadiums, hospitals, and rightly so. We are a much better place because of them, and we always thank them. Now, to me, Newt Hardie belongs in that same company of great and generous leaders, without question. If an accountant was hired to put a dollar value on Newt Hardie's contributions to Spartanburg, he would have to price Newt's personal volunteer hours on the road, at home on the computer, working with people, plus the hours of all the volunteers Newt recruited and taught and inspired, plus the hours of the volunteers this core group then recruited on their own for other projects, and then the value of saving hundreds and hundreds of old-growth noble trees from destruction by kudzu and ivy, and all the new trees planted and maintained along the way, and the value of removing invasive species that don't do anybody any good. Now, I'm not an accountant, so I'm probably missing something, but I'm confident that if you added all that up, Newt's economic value to Spartanburg would easily exceed $1 million. I have no doubt about that. Now, you can't put a plaque on every tree for Newt. The trees wouldn't like it. So the Board of Directors of Converse Heights Neighborhood Association decided that maybe a nice bench in Happy Hollow and a nice new oak tree from Roebuck Landscaping would be an appropriate, though hardly adequate, tribute to Newt Hardie. And there it is, dedicated to Newton Gary Newt Hardie, born December 15th, 1934, died May 5th, 2018. Teacher, leader, friend, and good steward of the earth. Thank you, Newt. Thank you all for coming out. I will say we're having a 4th of July parade here on the 4th of July. So we're going to get a new flag on the flagpole. We'll have a parade starting from Pine Street at 10 o'clock. So please come and join us. Bring your kids and grandkids. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Great words, Wesley.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, George.
How you doing?